Okay, so there's a few things you can do if your body kick's being caught in Muay Thai and MMA. Obviously, having the kick caught can be a big problem for us, okay, because I'm now stood on one leg, my partner's controlling my leg, they have opportunities to strike, they have opportunities to sweep. In MMA particularly, that could be a problem because I could be taken down and I could lose the rest of the round, okay, so if I'm aware my partner wants to catch the kick, I can kind of preemptively deal with this, okay? So the way I'm going to do this is I throw the body kick, but just at that last second when I see the catch coming down, I'm going to kind of turn my knee outwards and extract. What this means is I'm going to lose a little bit of power in the kick, but it's still going to be a scoring shot, particularly important for Muay Thai, but it makes it hard for my partner to catch the kick. So if I go up, my knee turns outwards, and then it slips back, okay? Because a lot of the time when someone catches the kick, they're kind of relying on that foot being stuck, kind of wedged against the back to hold it in position, okay? But if I preemptively extract that, I'm not gonna get the full power of the body kick into the kick, but I'm not gonna get the leg caught by pulling the leg out, okay? So the second one, very similar kind of movement, but this is when the leg's caught a little bit tighter. I throw the kick, Pierre does a good job of catching, it's fairly tight lock. I turn my knee out, and this time I just sit my heel onto my partner's body, okay? Now once this heel's sat on here, I know I can just pull this knee slightly, and I just do a little bit of a push kick, kind of with my heel, like that, to just knock them backwards and make it a little bit hard for them to hold the kick. Okay, so kick's caught quite tight, I immediately turn my knee outwards, and then just a little push to knock them backwards. And this can be like a particularly effective shot because people relax a little bit once they've caught the kick. The body goes a little bit loose, and you can kind of catch the breathing with that. So just from a slightly different angle there, so you can see my heel position. Kick and turn, so the heel sits onto the body, and then kick in off from there. Now the last one, this is when the kick's caught a little bit tighter and I can't turn the knee whatsoever. So my partner's doing a really good job of holding the leg. It's really wrapped tight, and you can normally tell this because this hand will be quite high up the body, okay? So if I try and turn my leg, this will be hard. Now generally when my kick's being caught, defensively responsible, so I'm keeping one hand up, so if a punch or something does come, I have some kind of defensive line against that, and I'll be sort of leaning back a little bit like this. But now because this kick's caught so tight, I'm actually gonna have to close the distance, right? So I'm gonna almost enter a clinch range here. So I hop forwards and I start reaching on the back of the neck, okay? And as I'm doing this, because I can't turn my knee outwards, I can start to turn my knee inwards from here, okay? Now, still holding position, controlling, I'm aware that my partner's probably gonna try and sweep this leg. So from here, I want to be ready to jump up. And as I'm jumping, I'm putting weight into this knee. So I'm really pressuring the lock and the hold to see if I can drive weight up into my partner and make it very hard for them to hold the leg and push it back down to the mat. So that again, throw my body kick, the knee comes in. Look how I can bring myself close by pulling my heel back. I hold the head, I monitor the far side arm, and then I jump to put weight in. I can either enter the clinch or I can disengage. You see that from the other side, just so you can see what I'm doing on this side for the detail. So the kick comes, closing the distance, everything in. Ideally my knee's going to be turned inwards, and now I'm going to jump up, but I'm going to put weight into my partner. So it makes it very hard for them to hold. And sometimes you might need to jump up once, twice, but it's quite tiring for them then to be carrying your full body weight, trying to keep the leg wrapped like so. So one more time, we've got our 3 ways of dealing with someone catching a kick. 1, just pulling the leg back. 2, turning the knee out, sitting the heel on the body and re-teeping. Or 3, closing the distance, holding the head and jumping weight into the lock. Okay.